Welcome back to WaterparkRanger's Let's Play Wind Waker. Last episode, we defeated Phantom Ganon, got the light arrows, and now we're going to bring the fight to the final boss of the entire game. Zelda's in that bed right there, ironically in better conditions than we left her in that basement long ago. Also interesting to note is that during the fight, the bed and the torch and everything just disappear, kind of like the organ from Ocarina of Time. Gotta work on that disappearing objects problem. Do you sleep still? Wait. Do not be so hasty, boy. I can see this girl's dreams. Oceans, 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 oceans. Oceans as far as the eye can see. They are vast seas, none can swim across them. They yield no fish to catch. What did the King of Hyrule say? That the gods sealed Hyrule away. And they left behind people who would one day awaken Hyrule? How ridiculous. So many pathetic creatures scattered across a handful of islands, drifting on the sea like fallen leaves in a forgotten pool. What can they possibly hope to achieve? Don't you see? All of you. Your gods destroyed you! I have been waiting for you, boy. For one like you, yes. For the hero. Do not betray my expectations. Wait a second. Something fishy's going on here. That's not Ganon. That's not Ganondorf. It's something else. Something strange. Something incredibly stupid. It's Puppet Ganon! Yes, Ganon has a giant puppet version of himself, apparently, that we've never seen until this game. Surprisingly, this is the hardest fight in the game. By any stretch of the imagination, it's harder than any of the Savage Labyrinth battles, particularly for the last phase. The other parts of the fight are really not that bad. Anyway, starting off here, what you've got to do is use your boomerang to cut the strings that are holding Phantom Ganon up. However, they take a couple strikes with your boomerang, so if you don't do it in the first round, don't worry, that's the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, each of those strings corresponds to a certain limb, so if you cut the ones with a fist, he won't be able to punch you. There's one holding up the tail, so you want to cut that one. If you cut the one holding the head, I think it does a great job of immobilizing him, and if you cut all the strings, he pretty much just stops. But the most important one to cut is that one that's holding the tail, because you've got to shoot that tail with a light arrow, and you can only do that if it's on the ground where it can't move around. And be careful of this clubbed tail attack, which is actually destroying me as we speak. Anyway, gotta use my awesome marksmanship to shoot it. Damn it, damn it! Ah! Crap, get out of my way! We need to shoot your weak point, Puppet Ganon. Too many Ganons in this game. How many Ganons do you need? First we fought the Phantom, now we're fighting a puppet. Ugh. Next thing you know, the real Ganon that we thought was real is gonna turn out to be a cardboard cutout. Anyway, every time that Phantom Ganon swings around like that, he summons a little horde of Keese, as you saw him do right there. They're best dispatched with your boomerang or with your sword if they get too close. Anyway, if you take too long, with the cut strings, he's gonna be able to go back up, and then the strings will regenerate before you have a chance to shoot that orb with a light arrow again. So he doesn't really do that much. Oh, damn it! I was about to say he doesn't do that much damage, but he keeps hitting me with a tail. Really, although he commonly attacks using his fists, they don't really seem to do much. Alright, that was an easy shot right there. So, 2 hits, 1 more, and you're down, Ganon! I know because I read it in the instruction book. The enclosed instruction book. Oh, there are also some platforms up there that you can hookshot onto, actually. Even though they don't have any hookshot marks, you can actually hookshot onto those torches and pull yourselves up. You can pull yourself up if you really want to go up there. Oh man, he's summoning Keese right now, I can tell. Stupid Keese, they're so annoying. I don't know how that would help you for this phase of the fight, though. Going up on one of those platforms just doesn't seem to make sense. I crouched down with the shield, and I think that's actually how you're supposed to dodge it. Alright, now just time to cut the— No! Don't you dare! Oh, he regenerated before he had the chance. I guess some of his strings just stayed cut for too long. Oh man, that's so annoying. Now we have to cut all the strings again. Okay, maybe if we can get behind him now, we can hit the tail, because It might be a little bit too tough, actually, at this rate. Better to try and get some of the others. Actually, no, he's... Whoa! What did he do? I couldn't comprehend Puppet Ganon's attack. Wow, this is getting really annoying. Okay, let's aim carefully. Damn you! Right there, right there. Why is he so hard to hit? I really suck at aiming, I'm sorry. We need to cut more strings. He's moving too quickly as it is. Maybe once we cut some more, yeah, he'll slow down. Okay, now's our chance. Now we can't possibly miss. Okay, finally. Wow, that was so much more trouble than it's worth. That gave me so much more trouble than it normally does. I think this is the first time I've really been affected by the Let's Play curse in this game. Because normally, that gets done so much more quickly. And we got hit so many more times than I usually do. But anyway, yeah, this wasn't the end of the fight. As I mentioned earlier, there are multiple phases. In this one, Phantom Ganon, damn, I gotta stop calling him that. Puppet Ganon turns into a gigantic spider. And he's gonna spin around and try and land on you. Now, here's where the camera readjusts itself. So look at his reflection in the water and roll to whatever side the light ball is gonna be on, and then shoot it. Oh, that's all there is to it. I was about to say I didn't mean for it to rhyme, but it doesn't really count as a rhyme if you rhyme it with it. I don't think, anyway. That shouldn't count as a rhyme. Alright, we're on the right side of the light orb, so let's hit it again. Only one more hit. And it's down for the count. Well, this phase, anyway. This is the easiest, most quick phase of them all. This is the toughest one to get, is because he speeds up every time you hit him, making it kind of difficult, because there he almost crushed as you saw it. But really, that's all there is to it. Now for the final phase. This is a phase that makes me consider him as the most difficult single enemy in the game. Back when I could hardly... Back when I first played the game, this fight was ridiculous. It, took me to my absolute limits, although I still don't think I got a game over. Anyway, what you gotta do is target and strafe, and hit the ball on his tail, because this time there's no way for you to stop him, except for a method that I am going to show you. It's very tough to do. You can do it either by throwing a bomb at his head, or you can hit his head with a skull hammer, and it'll stun him for a long period of time. With each time that you hit him, he speeds up significantly. That's why it's important to try and find a way to stun him. He also throws these morphs around the battlefield. If you break a morph, you can get magic and arrows from it, which is good because you need light arrows to hit that, to damage that orb. There's no other way. Now I'm going to try and use a skull hammer trick on his head if I can land it just right. It's very difficult to do, though, I'm warning you. You have to hit his head, no other portion of the body. Only the skull hammer will be able to do... Whoa! Awesome! See, look how much it stuns him! Just like that. Alternately, I've seen people do a suicide bomb trick, where you can just pick up a bomb and then have him run right into you while you're holding it. Also, strafing... Whoa! We killed him so quickly! Like I was about to say, strafing is sometimes the best method. If you time his movements carefully, you'll know when you're able to shoot him, as long as you're strafing and targeting. Whoa! We finished that a lot more quickly, actually, than normal. The last phase actually went down much more quickly than the first, which is very unusual for me when I'm fighting this guy. Yes, surely you are the hero of time, Reborn. Your time has come. Come now, stand before me. Wow, he can fly too? Okay. Also interesting to note, in his hand were the bed sheets for some reason. I guess he could warp everything else away, but he had to hold those in his hand. Anyway, just climb up Puppet Ganon's string, and keep heading up this tall climb until you catch up with the final boss. Yeah, Puppet Ganon is like part of the final battle, but he's not the very last bit. Anyway, as long as we're going up, there's some stuff that I didn't mention earlier that I have no other time to mention, so I'm going to say it now. About pictograph stuff. You can never get Puppet Ganon's picture if you save after this. What you've got to do is, when the fight starts, take a picture of him, save, and then turn off the game. You'll spawn outside of the room, so you don't have to worry. You can just go back to the Great Sea and deliver the picture of Phantom Ganon to the pictograph guy, and he'll turn it into your figurine. Also, the bosses in here, the rematches, the boss rematches in here, you can actually fight them infinite amounts of time. So that's why I didn't take pictures of them either. Like, you can come back to them anytime and take a picture. They're not one-time pictographs. And anything else that I should mention? Oh yeah, this boss also has one unused attack, I believe. The reason being, I actually found a file of a lot of audio things from Wind Waker, like the sound effects and stuff, and in the Puppet Ganon audio files, there is one that sounds like a gigantic laser charging and then firing and like destroying a ton of stuff. So apparently Puppet Ganon used to have a laser. Also, if you are intending on saving after this guy is defeated, and you want to always quickly get up this room, feel free to use a bomb or something to take the lid off that warp jar so you can just climb right up this room in an instant, anytime that you want to go to the very last part of the final battle. So it comes highly recommended if you've gotten Puppet Ganon's pictograph already. And we're going to continue with the end next episode.